wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms. And this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers. But that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there. And not only is he explosive, he's been very productive.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
41-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Almost a tapped it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to hold on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Ryan. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Miles Killer.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this one is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his target. That's Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no
3 yards on the play.
The 33-yard line.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver.
And now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but now it'll be third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was...
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Ryan will throw again. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
3-yard attempt. Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He gets it to Thomas. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
16 yards. And
when you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's
the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Whitehead.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
By the wide receiver.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Carolina.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
On first down, this is McCaffrey fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
DJ Moore.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking for Trike again. This time he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis again. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 30-yard line.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. To the air again with Winston. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Winston. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Winston tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And some room to maneuver. over. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Wait. Watch the safety creep. Under 22.
Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 more there and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff for Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Rosa's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's 3rd down.
push the pile. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
The Panther first down.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Carolina.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He's brought down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And 10 yards.
The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
This complete to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check 24. Say. Rush in. Check 13. Check 13.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Check. Watch 54. I got you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he will not.
Big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how. To fix things there.
And a Panther first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
That one complete to Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 27.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Falcons, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.